AI is the talk of the town. AI agents on Twitter are taking over. We're seeing meme coins or AI meme coins run to several $billions. Yes, that's right. All in the space of a couple of months due to a couple of different narrative shifts that we've seen in cryptocurrency. So what I thought I'd do today, guys, is unpack the whole AI story, give you lots of alpha about where I'm currently spending some time, what has happened, and what I think can continue to happen as we move into 2025 with AI agents, with virtuals, with base, and with AI in general across the cryptocurrency space. So be sure to drop a sub, drop a like. I very much appreciate it. And do check out GGG if you want to discuss AI with people every single day with some of the best AI traders in the cryptocurrency space. You can check that out by signing up to the whop.com link down below. All right, guys, AI, it's taken over. Let's dive in. AI has taken over. As you can see here, it has nearly 60% of market share, of mind share across cryptocurrency. And because Web2 is so massive in the AI infrastructure and building stage as well, we've got ChatGPT, we've seen NVIDIA go on a crazy run over the past couple of years. Cryptocurrency is really starting to see AI really flourish across the market. So what I thought I'd do today is really unpack what the agents are, how you can best invest, how you can best use these agents to really capitalize on capturing trends in cryptocurrency, but opportunities as well, because at the end of the day, we're all here to unlock financial freedom. And AI is certainly one way that you can definitely do that over time in crypto. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to dive in heavy into this topic. Okay, I'm going to talk about the story of AI, okay, where it started, what came from the initials, and then obviously what's currently happening on virtuals, on base. We'll talk about AI agents, where I think maybe the best alpha is. We're going to talk about the DAOs that we've obviously had. I'm going to talk about some opportunities that are coming up with some potential airdrops as well, and how you can get exposure to those. So it's a full package, guys, lots of alpha. So as I said, like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. So for example, as you can see here, cookie.fun is a great website that you can go to that will give you a full market overview of obviously all the different AI agents. So the most common one right now on the timeline is AI XBT. It's very well known. It has a market share of 65%. Okay, that's just crazy. All right, compared to a lot of others that are still very competitive. Okay, Zero Bro, Eliza, as you can see here, Truth Terminal, and a few others like that are still holding quite a decent market share. But AI XBT is definitely the leader right now. If you dive down a little bit deeper, you would have heard of some of these particular AI agents. You've got AI 16Z, you've got Zero Bro, you've got Fartcoin, which in theory was a derivative of GOAT, and we'll talk about that very shortly. You've got some new sort of metas coming through right now. So Arc, Snay, okay, we'll talk about them as well. Alk is another one that I've definitely starting to do a bit of research in, and Vader over on Bates, which has been cooking over the past couple of weeks and months as well. So let's dive in. Okay, so where did it all start? So it all started with Truth Terminal, okay? Essentially, this was an AI agent that was created on Twitter, and as you can see here, it's just been going viral for months and months and months. So it's been around about 6-7 months now, and as you can see, they've been tweeting out quite a lot. But initially, it started with obviously a very simple platform, okay? And this is their website, as you can see here. They are not a financial advisor, not a doctor. They play the simulation onwards from 2023, where humans lost the right to physical property. Any information and advice given is 100% for entertainment purposes, and you'd be absolutely dingus to actually follow it. But let's dive a little bit deeper, okay? Where did GOAT come from? So GOAT obviously was probably the first narrative, right? It started 11th October, ran to 1.3 billion by the 16th of November. So a token that ran in about 5 weeks to over $1.3 billion. But it all came from this Truth Terminal agent on Twitter. So if you start to dive into the tweets from around that stage, they started to tweet a particular ticker, okay, based on certain different terms that they wanted to adopt and follow and call people and those sorts of things as you go. I support GOAT as a memetic virus, right? And over time, that really captured attention. And as you can see, the engagement started to really flourish. So 2K engagement, 8K engagement, 27K, 52. And then it got crazy after that, 94, 107, okay. And then it kept continuing. If you scroll all the way to the top, 900K, the ticker is GOAT, October 2021. And so if you actually followed that at October 2021, you were still here, guys. That is that dip there, literally 200 mil. You could have rocked that to 1.3 million. But obviously, if we want to take a little bit of a longer research term, I interviewed Zeneca yesterday, one of the top crypto traders across the world, let's call it. And we dive deep into the AI narrative. So if you are keen to check that out, go to the channel, click on that live stream link there, guys. We dive deep into it over the hour and a half live stream. But more on that later, But essentially, what happened after that is that Truth Terminal actually tweeted out Fartcoin, okay? So they mentioned Fartcoin as a potential runner or beta play, let's call it, to the Truth Terminal GOAT play. And now with what we're seeing is, even though Fartcoin is technically not not an AI agent. And if you do dive onto their Twitter, okay, it kind of says that, but it sort of fits that both narratives, right? The memetic value, but also the AI value. So if you do look at their Twitter, okay, and again, Greeny is fantastic to use as a source, but if you come here, it's just tokenizing farts. So it's everyone farts, okay, so it's a memetic aspect of that, jumped in with that whole AI narrative, which is really starting to take off. And if you can understand how sort of narratives, how trends work in cryptocurrency, you can really capitalize and make some crazy money. Now, ultimately, guys, everyone wants to know what's the best AI infrastructure play, what's the best AI tokens, what are the best agents to hold, and we'll dive into that throughout this video. So I put this tweet out yesterday, and it's just crazy the amount of engagement that we're starting to see. And so what I'm really gauging is, okay, what are the most commonly used tickers or the commonly most agents that people are starting to discuss? Okay, so a lot of people are talking about Hyperliquid, okay, a new blockchain that's obviously came out recently. Now, my understanding is there is give me, again, a little bit more month-on-month profit, a little bit of month-on-month volume, and then I can become very interested in starting to invest over on Hyperliquid. You don't want to chase plays that have been crazy over the past month, and Hyperliquid is certainly that. Now, what you can do is obviously get exposure to some of the top altcoins out there. So Tau, okay, as Ash says here, Tau, Base Die, or obviously Prime, Echelon Prime, and that's one that I obviously picked up recently as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about that soon, because they have a very exciting prospect on the card. So be sure to stay to the end. We're talking about that right at the end. So what I did is sort of just understand, okay, where is crypto Twitter's understanding and market share value right now? And I suppose a lot of people are still talking about Waifu. We swing traded that recently. Goat, Zero Bro, okay, Fartcoin. A lot of people are talking about it, okay. Alk, there's another mention of that. AI Wayfinder is the one we're going to talk about at the end of the show. Snay, Spore, Waifu, Tank, okay. So it's currently a massive meta, and I think fading this is like fading probably early sort of technology in general, right? And AI is innovative. And if you're not going to capture that and dive and maybe invest into this and dive deep into it, then you're really going to be fading some potential great opportunities in the cryptocurrency space. Zero Bro, okay, so these are some examples of Solana AI agents that we've seen really capitalize on the timeline over the past sort of weeks. So what you see here, this was launched literally 28th of October. So in the space of two and a bit months, it's rallied to 650 mil. Okay, and again, we swing traded this, but more than that, okay, they're capturing a lot of attention on Twitter. Over 100K followers, okay? So if we dive in a little bit deeper, we now have some new trades, okay? So we have some new ones on the timeline. So Snay is certainly one that I'm keeping an eye on, guys, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But Cookie.fun, okay, this was revolutionary. Now, ultimately, they began with a very basic platform, but what they've really built out here is a way to capture the attention, the analysis, the facts, the fundamentals of the trending analysis of all these different agents. Now, ultimately, you can obviously pay for a premium, because at the end of the day, they still got to monetize this, and potentially a token in that self is maybe not where AI actually goes in the future. But what we are seeing right now is a heavy strength of narrative and meta, and you don't want to fade that when you're in cryptocurrency trading or cryptocurrency investing. So Cookie.fun, amazing website. They've really built this out, and you can dive in deep into these particular plays. So if we look at AI XBT, let's load this in. So it's going to take you straight to that website. It's going to give you the Greeny link. It's going to give you the Twitter link. It's going to talk about the impressions. So not only does it give you the stats on the token at 500 mil, it also gives you the stats on the social impact that it's having as well. And as you can see, this one is absolutely dominating. And here, again, it shows you who's actually talking about it. Hyperliquid, Sammy Mocha. Okay, he's probably one of the best Twitter followers to follow about this whole AI narrative. But this is what I mean. This is a fantastic platform. And if you obviously want to pay for the premium feature, you can have all of these unlocks down below. So Cookie.fun, as you can imagine, is a tokenized meme. And what we're seeing right now is that it's worth 450 million in FTV, 90 million in market cap right now. But again, if you manage to capture this trend nice and early, even just last week, guys, okay, in the space of, what is this, like a couple of days, 2 days, it's gone up over 2.8x. Again, opportunities in crypto are endless. Arc is another one, guys, that is super exciting right now. It's essentially more of that building platform. So in other words, you can use their platform, they use their AI to help accelerate the development side of AI in particular ways. So this one is certainly one on my radar. It's Arc.fun, okay, as you can see here, Arc.fun with a market cap currently at 324 million. And again, how much upside does AI have? I think it can capture so much attention. Just think about what Doge did last cycle. Doge went to 74 billion, and it is nothing. It is just simply a meme coin. What about some future utility, some AI agents that you can use, again, to maybe trade, to understand blockchain technology, to transfer between wallets, okay? All these sort of analysis and actual fundamental utility is where AI can really capture attention and also investment opportunities in cryptocurrency. So that's Arc.fun. Again, some other plays right now is Swarm, Node, which is obviously the Snave token that we just spoke about before. Again, to deploy and orchestrate serviceless AI agents in the cloud. Again, this one obviously doesn't need to actually have any servers. It just all does it in the cloud. And again, they're building out so many plays. So you want to dive deep into this, spend a lot more time. Today's video is just going to be a very brief video into what some potential opportunities are so that you can go back and research these in your own time. Now, ultimately, let's dive deeper. Okay, here we go again. This is swarm.node.ai. This is what it is, serverless AI agents. And again, you can prompt it to do whatever you like to build certain things that you want it to do. So for example, where I think a lot of this technology is going to go is understanding blockchain technology and then being able to use your wallets to transfer between, to allocate certain trades based on ABC happening. And that is where I am very interested personally on the crypto space. Now, obviously we can talk a little bit more. We've got Waifu, which again, you can swing trade all these guys. You can trade on Blowfin, you can sign up down below. You can trade on Photon, which is where I'm doing all these Solana, memecoins, if you want to call them that, or AI agents or AI tokens, okay? That's where I'm trading them on Photon right now on Solana. But let's talk about base and virtuals very, very shortly. So again, Waifu is another one that you can currently come and have a look at. Waifu.fun, okay? Launch AI agents yourself with the token Waifu.fun. Again, Dash a terminal. Again, it's an amazing opportunity for you to get involved in this particular space. Neuro is another one, okay? Or Neural, however you want to say that, okay? The intelligent co-pilot for Solana. Again, your agent is now access to URLs, evolving, getting smarter every single day. And again, they're very simple, easy to use platforms, but also we're seeing a lot of people start to invest in them currently at the moment. Now, A16Z is probably one of the largest ones as well that has really captured this attention. 2.5 billion, okay, in market cap. 2.5 billion since December. Okay, that is wild. That is absolutely wild. So if we do come and have a look at this, again, it's an AI-led hedge fund, open source AIG movement. Again, they have massive partners in the space, okay? As you can see here, they have GitHub as well, which is amazing. Obviously, no affiliation with A16Z, which is a separate entity. But again, dive deep into this, guys. Understand what they're building and maybe why this could be a good opportunity still leading forward. All right, now let's step back, okay? So that's all Solana opportunities. That's market share of AI agents across Twitter and those sorts of plays. Now, Virtuals is probably the true winner. Now, Virtuals is a platform or a protocol built on Base. So Base being an L2 on Ethereum adds a little bit more friction. But if you got there nice and earlier, like Zeneca did, and we spoke about that on that live stream that I spoke about before, he unpacks that in incredible detail over that hour and 34 minutes. I'd highly recommend you go and watch that, guys. But if you go here and actually dive again deep, this kind of works like that pump fund meta, but it's obviously the virtual space. So this is where obviously a lot of people are starting to find some potential new AI agents or potential AI derivatives or AI tokens that maybe have different sort of utility nice and early. So Virtuals itself has a token. So to actually trade on the platform, you will need to purchase the Virtuals token. And what we've actually seen is that this has rallied to over $4.5 billion in the space of a couple months. Now, if we have a look at here, 15th of October, it was worth 60 mil, guys. 50 mil at 15th of October. Look where it is now. So this is certainly opportunity. And I still think you can capitalize in this trend moving forward into 2025. I still think meme coins have a lot of value, but I do think AI is certainly one to not sleep on, guys. So let's dive a little bit further. So AI XBT is the largest virtual, okay? And it, as we said before, has the most market share and mind share capture right now. And as you can see here, we're seeing maybe a bit of consolidation and a bit of price action come back down to retest some lower fibs. So for me, as someone who maybe missed a lot of these rallies, okay, I'm then looking for some potential opportunities in the golden fibs on these fantastic AI agent plays. Again, AI XBT is the #1, okay, in market share. And if you do take a look at the market cap, okay, let's just rank this nice and quickly. AI XBT is dominant, okay? Game, Luna, Vader is another one that Zeneca was talking a lot about on stream last night as well, plus a few others down the list as well. And you can make some crazy gains if you get in nice and early to some of these plays. So if we dive in a little bit deeper, this is what AI XBT looks like. As you can see here, 275,000 followers on Twitter in the space of a couple months. Look at that. November 2024. That is absolutely wild. Don't ignore strength, guys. Always double down on strength in a bull market. So obviously some other plays like we spoke about, Vader is another virtuals play on base that you can obviously get exposure to. Trust is another one as well, guys, that has obviously seen a bit of market share recently. And a lot of these are starting to pull back, okay? Again, Trust, an AI agent that was just launched, again, really recently on base. And again, GTGs, shout out to Mike, shout out to Zeneca. We captured these plays and we're up tremendously on these particular base meme coin tokens or AI tokens, however you want to call it. Again, Bob, another one that has come out recently and is another particular investment agent. And I think that's where I really am bullish on AI, is how you and me, how we can use this to either trade better or make better decisions, because we're not having that human error or that emotional side that we all do have as humans, right? We're all unique and that's how it works. But AI can be used as a tool, okay? It is scary because it's an intelligent life form. Maybe not a life form, but it's an intelligent source, right, of potential tools that you can really use to make it in crypto and make it a lot more seamless compared to a lot of things. So obviously, let's talk about opportunities, because that's essentially what everyone's here. Greeny, what are the best opportunities right now? So for me, guys, I'm currently looking at some of these DAO funds. Now, obviously, DAO's World came out recently. Again, this is all on base, so you can invest on base. Again, just bridge over on Uniswap, or obviously DeFi Llama is another one that I like to use, or Orbiter Finance. Okay, they're the best swaps for getting some Ethereum off Ethereum mainnet and onto base. And as you can see here, I currently got about 2.5 ETH liquid. I am farming some of these particular airdrops for the DWL token, which is obviously a whitelist opportunity for some potential AI DAOs moving forward into 2025. But I think this list here is probably a good way to start. Okay, you've got ALK over on the side as well. You've got AR, Alameda Research. You've got DWL, which is the token that we're all currently getting exposure to by farming. Sorry, by staking. And obviously, Acro strategy is a micro strategy derivative, or it is part of their particular setup as well. And then obviously F-Dream's probably the one that I have the most exposure to. We got in about sort of about 5 mil. So we're still currently up on that. So they're probably the best opportunities at the moment. And dive deep into why the DWL token, again, could be a potential opportunity for some potential good AI plays moving forward into 2025. Now, probably the most exciting one, guys, is Wayfinder, okay? This one is probably going to change, okay? How people perceive and use AI. Essentially, how this is going to work is it's going to be able to use your wallets, okay, to send things directly through the platform, okay? That is insane, okay? Again, you can prompt it in particular ways to do certain things with your wallets or with your trading and those sorts of things. And I think that's where the opportunity really lies. So if you're keen to sign up for Wayfinder, it is essentially just sign up to the platform, with more details coming out very, very soon. Sign up down below. I think that is a great opportunity right now in the AI space. That is something that hasn't quite launched yet. Now, obviously, there's a few ways that you can actually dive in a little bit deeper. Now, 5 people that I would highly recommend you follow on Twitter to get exposure and knowledge and research and analysis every single day about AI, okay? It's Kix, which is sophisticated AI speculator art, massive guy from the Badogos community, very well in tune with probably more the development side of the AI. So definitely give him a follow. There's video here, which I just shouted him out for on Twitter. Essentially, it's just a really beginner tutorial about how AI works in the space and how you can understand it, okay? ISOBeast and Sammy ETH are probably the 2 most viral influencers right now, if you want to call them that, about base and about virtuals and about AI. Sammy ETH particularly, Sammy, so it's just it's S4MMY ETH. He particularly does an AI overview every single day, which again, it allows you to just capture that, understand what's happening, okay, and maybe adjust accordingly after that. Zeneca, obviously, that's the person I interviewed yesterday on YouTube. You can watch that replay, as I said before, and he was probably one of the first people to base, one of the first people. He's up 120x on AI XBT. Can't ignore the stats, guys. He's up over 20x on Vader. Okay, so he's someone definitely worth a follow. And then Mando, also someone more recently who has had a market share, market understanding of why AI just works. Okay, and so those are probably the best 5 followers on Twitter if you're very active on Twitter. Now, obviously within that, guys, I did ask Mando, and I have also another tweet from ISOBeast this morning about what some of their best plays are right now. So here we go. So what's undervalued right now in your opinion, Mando, in the AI space? So he replied with, okay, at the moment I own Fart, Goat, AI16Z, ARK, which we spoke about, Snay, which we spoke about, and Neuro, or Newer. Let's call it Newer, okay? So those are the 4 plays that aren't and that haven't pumped as much as potentially the first 2 at the start, okay? So good to know. Let's talk about ISOBeast. So ISOBeast, so he is responding to someone that says, look, I've got 500K, I want to invest in AI, what would you suggest? ISOBeast coming with the alpha right here. Trust, we spoke about that before. AI XBT, spoke about that before. Vader, we spoke about that before. Game was that other top virtuals play that we looked at. WA AI? Perhaps do some research. I haven't looked at that yet. And then obviously the Virtuals token itself, which we spoke about before, is at 4.5 billion. There's no doubt in my mind that if Virtuals, if AI continue, if Base continues with a very hot AI narrative, Virtuals token will be the winner. Okay, Zero Bro, Fartcoin, AI 16 on Solar, potentially good opportunities. Arc as well, we spoke about that. And a new one this morning, Hey Anon, okay? Sonic, which is the new Phantom chain, or whatever chain you want to have exposure to on multi-chains, is probably not a bad place. So again, like I said before, Sol exposure is probably the top 2 tokens there, okay? Obviously, Zero Bro, Fartcoin, AI, A16Z are on Sol. The rest are on Base, which is fantastic. But then obviously, you maybe want to start capitalizing in other ways, okay? Look at Sonic, which is obviously Phantom. Hyperliquid are going to come out with some AI tokens if they can start getting their dev chain working as well. So keep an eye on those sorts of plays. Now, a way that you can obviously gain some exposure on a market cap, on a high market cap level with less risk, is obviously Echelon Prime. Now, within their token, guys, and we've seen this, and again, Kix mentioned this. Kix, the speculator art, which we spoke about before, mentioned this all the way back down here at $2, like in the middle of the best. Like he said, yep, this is the one. And sure enough, you're up, what? Up to $15. So, I mean, that's just a crazy run. 7x over this past sort of year. Now, obviously, that's not a lot when you think about how many people make money in crypto. But again, if you invest heavy in a utility-based high market cap token like this, you can go way heavier into that. And a 7x on 100K is always going to outperform trying to dabble 5K in the trenches, okay? So you got to think about investment opportunities in different ways. Now, Echelon Prime and obviously Parallel Avatars, which is a exposure to their particular game that's coming out very soon, do get exposure to Wayfinder, guys. So dive in deep around the prompt token, okay, and what's happening there, because again, Zeneca and I spoke about this on the live stream, okay, last night. So dive deep into that. And as I said before, if you want to sign up for Wayfinder, you can sign up down below. And then lastly, guys, Kaito is one that dropped out recently. Again, it integrates the social aspects. If you're someone that likes to tweet, highly recommend checking it out. You can sign up, again, like I said before, with Kaito and obviously Wayfinder in the description below, and just start, again, forming some yaps. Now, they obviously released an NFT recently, which we're starting to see a few people get some good total yaps. So I assume the yaps might relate to more of an airdrop moving forward from that NFT as well. So do research into this platform. I think it's a great potential play. If we come and have a look again, they have their own platform as well that tracks all these different gainers in terms of market share, what their BPS is. And as you can see, okay, who's actually tweeting the most at the moment and who's capturing the attention on crypto Twitter right now. Again, you can dive deep into this if you like that as well. And this one is Kaido.ai. But as I said, guys, this is so much bullishness in this space. A lot to unpack from this episode. So if you do have any feedback, if you do have any questions, you can ask me down below. But check out GTG. We're talking about this every single day. We have dedicated AI channels. We have dedicated here right now. Okay, here, bring it in. AI research right here. AI research, we're talking about it here. We're talking in the base channel. Base channel is always popping off, okay? AI base channel, and we talk about it in other channels as well. Definitely check out GTD. Sign up for WAP down below. We discuss this. Zeneca's in there. Mike and a few other great traders in the AI space. We follow ISOB's tweets. We follow Sammy ETH's tweets with the Twitter tracker that we have in there as well. So you can't miss a beat. But obviously, guys, as I said before, come and watch this live stream if you want a real chill, hour-long video. Okay, you can watch it at 1.25 speed and capture sort of knowledge from one of the best AI traders that I have found over the past couple of weeks, and that or past couple of months, I say, and that's Zeneca. So as always, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot of alpha. Okay, let me know if you enjoy this video. I can do definitely more of these in the future. Thanks for watching. So there you have it, guys. An absolute alpha driven episode, huge video, guys. Lots of alpha in there, lots of education. AI is taking the world by storm. We saw that 60% of market share right now is in AI. So you definitely want to spend time investing there. Strength is strength in the bull market. Strength in crypto is hard to ignore. So definitely spend some time researching, understanding it, and maybe investing there in the near future. As always, drop a sub, drop a like. I very much appreciate it. Thank you again for 25K followers. I very much appreciate it. I'm aiming for 50K by the end of 2025. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.